Amrin.
My lord.
And what have you been up to?
Well, I was up very early this morning, late last night and early this morning, so I was resting. Sir Mundo said that I could rest in the morning and then go to practice in the afternoon.
Very well.
I completed all the tasks that I was requested to complete yesterday.
And do you have any idea of what you intend to do today?
No, your lordship, not yet.
Perhaps just explore then.
Okay.
Have you visited any of the other capitals of the land?
Not really, only the one where I went to get the potions.
Very well. Then I give you leave for this evening.
Thank you.
Travel the land. See what you can find out, maybe.
Sure, I could do that.
Very well. Remember what I said about saying you're a slave and whatnot. Fabricate a story if you need to.
I will.
Very well. Then your time is your own for the moment.
Thank you, your lordship.
You are dismissed.
That's funny. The truth is, she is a slave. These people are just not used to it. Okay, which way did I go? I went... Oh, I'll take these all day, every day. Hell yeah. Need this. Okay. Okay, I gotta practice with this bow. Interesting. Hello? Is the city open? Okay. Evening. Hello. Where am I? Alzara. So this map is called Desolate. Oh wow, if you had nowhere to live, you would come to one of these ruins. Freaking camp out. I would so be down to do something like that. Oh, you have no idea. Me and a band of hula. They look like soldiers of Sobek. What's back here? I'm being nosy. Ooh. You don't want to be caught in a dead end. That's for sure. Okay, so you got secrets to hide, huh? I thought it'd be too good to be true. Too good to be true. Mm-hmm. What's over here? Ooh. City's bigger than I thought. All right. Okay. There's a book. Oh, my bad. I had no idea. Yeah, oh. What? What's that? What he said? Sorry, I did not mean to intrude on your trade. I'll just, get going. You have a nice day. Yeah, you have a nice day. Sorry for the intrusion. Yeah, gosh. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, darling. Oh. Almost made a mistake. Almost fell off the side. I need to get that. I need to look at this box. There's a box. There's a box with food. Now, if you're by yourself, basic Conan 101, ladies and gentlemen, you can probably find places like this in Sepamaru that has loot boxes on top, and you can get yourself a starter stuff. What's up there? I guess that's where the big man lives. Oh. Okay. Okay, we gotta be quiet. Shh. Okay. Okay. Okay, these are the followers of whatever. What is that? Is this a dungeon? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just ease out quietly. Okay, shh. Okay. Let's go through here. Oh. We're in a maze. We're in a maze. Okay, let's go up this way. I don't want a dead woman's tresses. Ew. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry to bother you. And she's trying to figure out how to get up there. Okay, so here's the road. Well, how do we get to that road? Is what I want to know. Is it out here? Yeah, we made a mistake of going over there already. Ooh, look at this. Yes. Now we get a bird's eye view of the stuff below. Okay, so that's a temple of some sort. You could see they worshipped the Thank you. Now that means that she is on our server, I think. We'll find out next time. What's this? Okay. All right. We're gonna go up there. Okay. Oh, what's in here? Okay. Okay, water. Water. Oh my God. Endless scrolls and information. Oh. Imagine if you can pick some. Ooh. What am I interacting with? What am I? Oh, here. Korok's vestments. I have no idea what that is, but I got it. Okay. What's this? Stygian army rations. What? I learned how to make it. Okay. Oh my god. Don't you... What's this? Which one? Wait. Is there one up here? Or was it that? That's the one that I just saw here. Okay, so I read that one. And we got that one. Oh, what's this? It's a box. Ooh, okay. I won't say anything, you won't say anything. What's this? Oh. Ooh. What am I interacting with? This one? Where? Here? It's not that one. Oh, here. Okay. Let's look at this one. Stygian Palisades. Okay. What's this? Oh! Climbing boot schematics. Nice. Wow. Here, we'll see what's in here. Oh! Which means I have to kill them. I'm not doing that. These are treasures. Shh. Let's look over here. That's fine. Okay. Oh. Isn't this their kettle? Oh, they're in cahoots. They're in cahoots. Derketo and Sobek are in cahoots. Yep. Oh my god. Isn't this beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my god. That is so nice. Mm. Not a bad place to hold up if you were having a fight. Just saying. Alright, let's make our way out of here before I make a mistake and go in the wrong door. And then we have to pay the price. Well, not me, but them. Alright. Interesting. Not much in the way of treasure, though. Excuse me. Didn't mean to yawn that way. Or stable. Nice. Very nice. You have a very lovely city. I thank you for allowing me to walk through and look at your shops and merchants and things. You have a splendid day. Until next time. Okay. Hopefully we will not be detected. Hopefully we will not be detected. Oh my god, what the hell kind of place is this? What? Okay, that looks like a church. It's a mausoleum. Okay. Alright, okay. That's where their dead is buried. Okay. Let's go across the bridge. There's a horse over there. Maybe someone's home. Don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. My goodness gracious. Why would you build in a place where we will be constantly attacked by the wildlife? They did it on purpose. Oh, shenanigans. Hello? 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 Okay. Now over here we have a salamander. Oh. I guess this is the appropriate, no. Wow, they got the cornerstone on aloe. They got the cornerstone on aloe. That's for sure. Is there a bell? Um,
Greetings. Something I can help you with.
I was just going through the countryside and I went off the wrong road and I wound up here and I was just looking for a bell to introduce myself and find out what this place is.
I am busy with my patrols, but I am Commander Rio Proxima. I serve the Queen Ilwyn directly.
Oh, this is a kingdom. Oh, I did not mean to intrude.
This is Luminara, the capital of Colcestia. The Queen resides in the palace. I believe she is resting at the moment.
Oh, God, I do not seek an audience with Her Highness. Oh, no. That would be too forward of me.
The Queen speaks with everyone.
Well, maybe on a day that she's out and about and, speaking with her subjects, I might be in the area and would perchance have the luck to say hello. But I definitely would not seek her out purposely.
Perhaps you should. She rather enjoys meeting new individuals, those that have came to this land. By whatever means. But yes, there are many who come here and now reside here. If you wish, I can take you to them.
It seems people are busy with their errands, I would suppose.
I believe there's a conversation being had towards the tavern, if you would be interested.
Oh, there's a tavern.
One of our more recent
Acquisitions?
well, one of the denizens came to
Oh.
Kingdom.
Hello.
We need to get you properly armored.
Yes, please.
In a training montage.
I mean, if you know someone who's a professional armorer, I'd love to talk to them.
Thumpy.
What you need?
I do not know. That's why I need to talk to an armorer. I'm still using what I had when I returned from my adventures.
What are you using right now?
What was provided? Very light armor and getting quite tattered.
So you're using light armor?
Indeed.
Thumpy, if you would. This lady has come into town. Perhaps you can show her around a bit.
Perhaps we can find her some more suitable clothes. Those look a bit torn.
I do have a spare set on me. It's my old set, but she can use it for now until she finds something better.
Oh, this suits me just fine. It's comfortable. Thank you.
All right.
Sure you they meant no disrespect. Just trying to look out for those that come here.
It's worry.
We'll leave you to it and get back to my patrols. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Of course.
If you would like to walk and talk, we could do so.
That's a spare set of armor. I have a better one, so she can have it pretty decent already, but something of a master mist can do a little bit better for the defense, but that thing is already good enough for now.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
There's no problem with it. I try to help people out.
That's most kind. You may lead the way,
Thumpy. My
Miss
name's
Dumpy.
And you are?
My name's Amrin Snow.
Amrin. That name is familiar. I believe I heard it spoke yesterday.
So, what
Laura-
just happened?
Laura mentioned it.
Very interesting in this. Why a demon drop of person here?
If Flora mentioned it, then
I haven't really met many people here, so I don't know. Could you describe them?
they were a small fairy. Spoke in the third person of themselves. Had light purple hair, a little bit of light to them, green skin.
From my vantage point, I don't recall. Yes, I think they're very small. Yes. Yes, I think I did meet them a couple of days ago. They came to request restitution from Cal.
I see. Were you, at the time, in a cage?
Yes.
Then you are the same person of which she spoke. And my recollection. Were you not. Did you not feel safe? And how did you escape?
Oh, I did not escape. It just so happens that when Cal took me over to, I forget her name, but I know it starts with a K, to get some clothing and weaponry, on our way back, we bumped into Lord Azeroth. And Lord
Oh,
Azeroth.
You just missed him. He was here just moments before you arrived.
Well, now I reside with Lord Azeroth. He told Cal that he could not keep me in such conditions, and when he told him who I was, and he said, well, I'm going to take her off your hands because she's not supposed to be living in a cave. I mean, in a cage.
I see. And I suspect Lord Azeroth treated you well?
Yes. I come and go as I please. I have food. I have shelter. Anything anyone can want.
I see. Have you been made aware of Azeroth's intentions for all the other clans and factions of the land?
No, I'm not aware of anything that's going on as far as I guess political.
Well, this is our church. Closed right now to keep Azeroth from entering.
Oh, is he so
He's not a man.
So he's looking to destroy the church?
He's looking to destroy more than that. All you see standing here is his intent. Level it to the ground and have all of us bend or break to his will.
But why? You live all the way out here. I mean, I found this place because I got kind of lost on the road there. Why even bother with you? Well, it seems like a nice, quiet town, and you seem like a nice person. Hmm.
I don't understand the inner workings of a man such as that.
Hmm.
See why we cannot all simply exist in peace with one another.
I mean, I agree, that makes sense.
But he is hell-bent on taking over and ruling by any means.
So, what you're saying, he came here to, threaten you?
Very much so. Though I feel it is less a threat and more of a promise.
So he gave an ultimatum to the town?
No ultimatum, just a promise of death.
So, out of the blue, he's just gonna come in here and say, "Death upon all of you," and then just send people
Yeah.
to kill you?
Yeah.
But
That
it's
is
not
what we-
even wartime.
To him it is. To him, this is now a time of war. He came a week to instruct us to prepare for his coming. And I just don't know how prepared we are.
Well, the only thing I can say is make sure that you have good fortifications, a place that you can fall back to in the event that you need to fall back. Make sure that you have good people that can heal on the fly as you are moving, because that is something that happens during wartime. I have experienced my fair share of battles, and at the moment, well, all chaos. Anything that you would consider the most chaotic day that you ever had, and just multiply that by 100. And that's what that would be, constantly, ongoing, endlessly.
This individual intends extermination. I don't know what sort of running there is from that.
Well, I mean, he would have to be short of a very omnipotent god to annihilate an island such as this in one fell swoop.
I would imagine it would take multiple swoops.
Oh, Miss Stumpy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
The only recourse we have been given is to bow and serve him, or all die. And even then, he has indicated there are those of us that he intends to wipe out, to make an example. I don't understand. Yeah.
Does he
So
consider you a threat of some kind?
I don't know. I don't understand why. I just try to have faith that something will make sense eventually.
Well, maybe something, I've often been in places where something else comes along that will force two group of people to work together. And in that working together, they come into a sort of accord that they don't have to like each other, and they don't even need to be fully cordial with each other. You stay on your side of the fence, and I stay on my side of the fence, and everything will be fine. But sometimes you have to fight for a greater common good, if you will. I remember that was told to me at this place that I was in, and they were fighting someone called Deathclaw. I don't know. I didn't get involved. I tried to stay to myself as much as possible. I had my own issues to deal with. So, but they were working together.
I recall the Deathclaw. I recall the land with green crystals and entities. And the mischievous workings of the Deathclaw, stealing items from the Mages Guild. And the Lady V and the Lord Viserion.
Yes, around that time I happened to have been in the area. I didn't meet many people. I had no idea that you were there.
It depends on when. I fled those lands a long time ago. When it became apparent that there was a plot against my dragoness and I that involved my dismemberment and physical consumption.
Oh my God.
In order to enrage my dragoness into a state that she would give herself over to the entities for vengeance. It was a vile plot hatched to save someone else's mate from becoming the target of the entity's ire. Sacrificing one dragon for another, they thought. Well, we left to take ourselves out of that equation, so those responsible would eventually have to pay the piper for their misdeeds and ill-gotten plans.
Agreed. Like I said, I did not involve myself much. I would hear grumblings here and there. When I would go into town, I had met a woman by the name of Mina, who briefly had conversations with her and her mate. And but I stood to myself again. I did not really socialize with too many people.
I remember Mina and Xander.
That's when I was there, and I left before anything got, well, I guess it was worse. I don't know. I would talk to them on and off in town. And one day I just decided to pack up all my things. I released my steed and got rid of all traces of myself and left. I hope they were able to resolve those issues.
Well, the issues in relation to those who are trying to sacrifice me and my dragoness to the entity. Well, I got word by Little Bird from afar that it came down to a decision between, I believe her name was Aki, and one who was innocent in the land. And they chose to free Aki, who was the instigator and the mastermind behind the vile plot. They chose to free her rather than the one who was innocent. And because of this, it furthered my understanding that it was time to leave. If they had chosen to free the innocent instead and leave Aki to her own devices, then perhaps perhaps there would have been reason to stay, but I didn't see those people as savable any longer.
Wow. That's crazy. And what's interesting is, out of all the places that I come ashore, I happened to bump into someone who happened to have been near where I was once upon a time.
You'd be surprised if met a few who are aware of the lands of Mithrandor.
Oh, that's what they are?
Yes.
I never knew its name.
Scholars told tales, and those who flee the lands carried the knowledge. I've met many who have come and gone from those lands.
Wow.
But
So, how are you two doing? Sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
We're fine.
I've been better, actually, considering.
Hmm. So, the guys is just about to go to the sunken city. I don't know if Aaron. What do you say your name again?
Amrin. You can
Amrin.
call me Snow if
The-
it's difficult for you to say.
Tombe, is this the person that Flora and Juniper talked about yesterday?
Those long fox ears don't miss much, do they? That is correct.
Not getting more interesting than. Okay. So, Amrin, do you wanna join?
More interesting is that she is residing with Azeroth.
Both that she was residing with Azeroth and then came back running and get trouble with the orc. I don't know what to tell anymore.
No. The orc came to me, said that I was on his land, and where was the tribute? I had nothing to offer, and he said, well, if you have no tribute, then you work for orc. You are mine. And I have been in situation where when it's one person compared to the way he was dressed and how tall he was, I could not fight. So I had to submit. I was put in a cage and taken as a slave. In our
Then
travels, we bumped into Azeroth, who this Cal, had an altercation with. And Azeroth very kindly said, I will relieve you of your quote unquote property. But he has not taken me as a slave. I can come and go as I please, and I have a place to sleep, and food, and clothing. So he
that
saved me from Cal.
that is the interesting behavior for a devil.
Is it?
As you can see, he come here to destroy us once.
Dumpy was just telling me about the fact that he has a quarrel with your township. I don't know why. It's a lovely place.
Then how do you get here? And how did you get here just right after Azeroth? Well,
I was out and about on my own. I was looking at a city over on the road there, and I just kept following the road. And then I came up across this place.
okay. So, are you guys okay to go to the second city with us?
Where do you intend to be, Amrin, in the next hour?
Um, Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna walk about and continue to explore all of this land. Follow the road back up where I came from, and go in the other direction. Try to find the portal. I don't think I'm equipped to go swimming underwater. I can't hold my breath that long.
We are headed to the portal too.
Ah, okay. So then we can head to the portal together, and then I'll take my leave.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
should be fine.
Should like to speak with you more in the future.
Sure, not a problem. Maybe we can meet in the town at Teleth. It would be probably a little bit more comfortable instead of me coming here.
Hmm. If you are that near already, you can go to the Gate of the Watcher. My tavern is over there, a little bit
Mm,
north of Pellet.
How about we meet at Taleth for now? It is a spot that everyone can find.
yes.
Yeah, that should be good.
Time.
Okay.
What time shall I meet you there?
You give me a time. I don't have nowhere to be, no pressing issues, errands. I'm just walking about, exploring the lands.
Perhaps 7 o'clock by the Eastern Star then?
Okay.
I think if we hurry with our procedures, we should be done well by then.
Oh, don't worry. Take your time. I will be there, and I will just talk to Lara, the tavern girl there. Uh, have a conversation with her while I wait.
I should very much like to ask you more about your history. So,
Sure.
all right.
Looking
Well,
forward to it.
we
Okay.
have-
Which way to the portal?
You can follow with us.
Okay.
This way.
It appears they're waiting for us already.
He doesn't trust me.
We're just about set here to get going to the portal.
Alright.
She will follow us to the portal, and she will go about on her own. We can go to the Sunken City.
How long have you been living, I suppose, in Azrath's palace? Or did you simply free work?
I've only been here about, I would say, 3 days. The first day I went over to Teleth Island and I found no one. And then the next day I went out and about, trying to explore, find, townships that were inhabited, and didn't find anything. So I decided to finally set up my tent proper. And next thing I know, he came and walked up on me and said that I was on his land and where was tribute. And I told him I was not aware that this was his land. And then things just played out that way. Then the two young fairies came asking for him to account for his bad behavior. At the time, they did ask me to run. The problem with that is I've been in a situation where running would be of no consequence. And then a little while later after that, we bumped into Astaroth, and then they had a conversation, and then I was immediately moved to...
Ah, okay, you're friendly. All right. Is the other one friendly? Sorry. Sorry, friendly turtle. If you're going to throw in with the unfriendly turtles, well, that's what's going to happen.
Oh, goodness.
So, So, you are freed from Krull, and
Mm-hmm.
Krull soon after punched Azeroth in the face.
Yeah, well, it was the funniest thing ever because the two fairies were absolutely right. I was apparently taken by someone who was, as they called it, a tripless bitch. And, well, as soon as he saw Azeroth, he groveled in front at his feet, begging for his life, for forgiveness, for going and punching him in the face, of all things. And then they were talking something about tributes and whatever. And then he saw me and said, well, who is this? What is this? What is she doing with you? And he said, oh, that's my slave. And he said, slave? He said, you know what? I'm going to take that off your hands. You don't deserve to have anyone working with you. And that's the way he put it to him. And then when we got to his manor, his keep, I was given a place to sleep and said, as part of the household, you need to help with some gathering here and there. Otherwise, your time is yours.
Taka,
Yes?
asked why before. Why the Demon Lord would consider housing someone who had been
Yeah.
prior. Do you understand now?
Yeah. It's a rare sight to see the demon lord show mercy, you know? It's
It's
not
not.
something that you see every day.
It's not
Well,
mercy.
maybe it was a lesson to this Cal person more than mercy. I don't know, because you know, he
He's taking someone
disrespected
else's
him,
toy.
and yeah, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that I'm okay and I can come and go and
Well, mercy, mercy, you know? Instead of
Isn't out
taking
of
someone's
mercy.
toy, yeah, instead of taking someone's toy, you can just destroy it, you know?
I mean, he could have killed me right there and then. He had no reason to keep me alive.
What would
Yeah.
bother you more, Taka?
To
If
me, like,
no,
destroying what I like, it,
let me finish,
yeah.
Taka. If that wolf you were riding was taken by the Demon Lord and kept for himself, away from you, would that not hurt you more than knowing at least your wolf was at peace by being destroyed?
Hmm, interesting thought.
Hello, Soap. Welcome to the channel.
That wasn't benevolence nor mercy. It was one man taking another's toy and making them feel lost and weak without it. So do you still reside there?
With Azeroth, yes.
I see. Well, if you are made aware of some benevolent side of this monster of a man, I would like to know more about it. Perhaps there is some hope, rather than genocide, ahead for the people of Cluxestia.
Mm.
Alright.
So where are we going, Tumpy? Again?
To the... we're going as close to Zelha docks as we can get, which for us would be the Lutuna, I believe.
Okay.
We'll see you later at Teleth Island.
Yes, around 7.
Yes.
Safe
I have-
travels.
I've got an hour. I may be a little bit late. It is a bit of a walk from one to the other.
Okay, not a
Right.
problem. It's okay.
Latuna, please.
Let's go to the Lost Arena. Oh my gosh. Let's see who's fighting. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, it is my people. see. Wait a minute. Short bow. I don't like this short bow. I hate this bow.
Is that snow?
I believe it is.
Yes.
Good. Have you seen Master in the place, or have you been outside somewhere?
Yeah, I saw him when I woke up, and he said that I can go about exploring the lands.
Mm-hmm. Good.
You did good last night, slave girl. You accomplished what we asked you to do. I will put in a good word with the master for you.
Did you get your potions and the flowers?
Yes, yes. I've left them in your chest for now, but
Okay.
I'll move them when I return.
No. I just wanted to make sure that you knew I kept them there separate. If not, they would have been, I dare say, taken by someone else, and I didn't want that to happen.
Well, we are all brothers in this situation, so what's theirs is
Understood,
mine, what's
but
mine is theirs.
Understood, but you asked me to get you something, and I will keep it safe for you until you say otherwise.
Very good, very good. Well, should I do the arena one, the single one, or do we want to do something
we can
else?
do that quickly, and then
Yeah.
probably return, drop things off before evening.
Okay, let's get ready.
Wait. Oh, why are you after me?
Standing corpses and fire. Seem to be catching you a bit there, brother. Are you having troubles with his movements, or is it just delayed for you?
No, when I get close to him, he just tends to knock me down. He's a bit bigger than me.
Yeah, he does that.
come on.
I don't know if I wanna peek for them.
Oh, come on. There are items in this one.
Yes, you may want to grab those.
Yeah, I got them.
Alright, let's go.
Yes.
I will see you later. I am going to go to Chelith Island. I'm going to be at the tavern there waiting for someone. She wants to speak with me. I will
Very
report
well.
to
Very
his lord later.
Alright.
I'm gathering information.
Well, enjoy
Good.
your time with the. Is it elves there? I'm never.
The person
Tell
I'm
the
meeting, I
difference
believe,
after.
is a rabbit. I'm not sure.
A
Rabbit.
rabbit.
I think so.
How
Well,
interesting.
there was me thinking there was a difference between the lower forms. It seems not.
Very true.
I mean, her name is Thumpy, and she looked furry, so I don't know.
Well, maybe try and find some carrots on the way. They might be a good negotiating tool.
Perhaps.
Okay. good
His
luck then.
lordship asked me to come up with a story, so I want to let you know, just in case. I am a guest at Azeroth's house. I can come and go as I please. I was saved from the clutches of Cal, who had disrespected him.
Well, that sounds like the truth so far. Yep.
Yeah, with the exception of that I'm not saying that I'm Azeroth's slave, so he wants to make sure that no one knows that.
Well, eventually you won't be a slave, right? You'll be one of us if you don't
needs
become a
to-
traitor.
She needs to go to the yeah.
You know, that that's up to Lord Azeroth. I have no say in that.
Alright, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. This is the tavern.
Pleasure, I am sure. Lord Hector Morgrave.
Pleasure.
Katharina.
Pleasure as well. So you're a lord. Are you a lord of these lands, or are you lord of other lands?
I am a lord of these lands. We
Oh.
reside in Gurkakal. My keep is in the unnamed city, the territory that I reside over.
Well, at least I figured that was somebody lives. I admit not a lot of people for the few that I've run into live, I guess I'm really not said where they're at. Aside from one person, I think they need some assistance the other day with undeads, but that was about it. But it's interesting you're a native of here. You're a long generation?
We eavesdropping, ladies and gentlemen. None of this Amrin can hear. Only you.
Perhaps you'll be willing to tell me about it sometime. I take up recording. Well, I say recording of events in history, so always looking for new stories to add, to pass along.
Perhaps.
I run an archive. Yes, I called it an archive and research center, but it's for public usage, as well as the books that are currently in the library that others can take their leave to look over, or things I could assist them in also looking for information-wise. Unfortunately, it will take us having to set up an appointment for that if I'm to send some of my assistants out to look into that.
Very interesting. I'm sure you have a plethora of knowledge.
Boy, not the knowledge that I'd necessarily put together myself, but more like knowledge I've collected that have been transferred through my system. There are people from different realms or different, I guess, homes out there that have written their stories, told their tales of adventures, and of course I've experienced their cultures. Through my system, they've donated those, so I made those, the ones that are interesting, at least public. So far, I only
Very
seen
well.
tourists. So, anything that I don't have, I'm quite willing to help try to assist in finding. As long as it's usually been publicly made, a spy master by any means. But the knowledge that has been shared across a community or a world or land or something, very easy to obtain. Otherwise, my assistants have to get themselves involved with a little bit of investigation. Takes a little bit longer.
Thank you.
But if there's anything in the menagerie, I guess it can do for you, I'd be happy to help. Put out some flyers today. In M5, the best way to look at it is there's a large connecting branch between my place and the landmass, but it's not far from the water. So I said as public as well. My goal in this life is just to make sure that people have an avenue to look for information, even if I don't have it.
So would you want a
Willing to
cat,
assist
an
in trying to
eagle,
help them
or a
find it.
raven in the house?
That definitely sounds interesting. Perhaps
cat.
I'll come by and read some of your.
Oh yeah, feel free. And so you don't have to just pull books out.
Am I
Look over
wrong
their titles.
for
I at least
waiting
have an
moment?
information desk set up with the
No.
titles that are available. Unless you know where in the space
There is a
fields
line.
they are, at least by number wise, so
Yes.
you aren't having to search longer than
I
necessary.
mean,
And where was this location?
there's been some
again?
encouragement. I
Maybe
think that's
5.
part of the problem, and now
It's,
it's just running rampant.
It's
But
pretty noticeable
you
by
know,
the tree, but there's a large branch that connects the mass Asdale
I
and
don't know.
another mass, not too far from the water.
What I think is going to end up happening is she's going to
Natural
get
path through the
Aurelian
jungle, but don't ask me how to tell you get
beaten
there.
up
I
bad
seem to find my way
because he's
back
going to jump in
terrible directions.
for her.
Otherwise, with a kiss.
Indeed.
Possibly.
Don't want to keep you from your travels or whatever you're doing.
Oh, I was just going to go check the arena to see if there's anybody loitering about, to be honest. Just trying to find some socializing after
And do
all
you
the
know
time
anything
I've
about
spent
what's
inside
going on
of
with
my office
Fenris
working
and
to
Demon?
get
Apparently
things,
they have
set
something
up.
going on.
So this is my
I think it's
my
when
little break, so to speak.
Junie called
But
him a what was it, an ass?
The arena's quite nice.
Mhm.
I can't complain about that aspect.
Well, it's quite handy for people who need something from it and those who need a bit of sport to watch. In my case, it's the latter, at least now. Supplies I'm not exactly in demand of. Entertainment, yes.
I wish you all the best of luck getting there.
Oh yeah. Best of luck to you too as well. Yeah, lovely to sit down and speak with you sometime, Madden.
Certain.
Hope to have a fine evening. I'm going to go smack my face into a tree and find my way to the arena. One of those things will happen in some sort of order. That's the truth of it.
Mm-hmm.
2 things are going to happen. Good evening.
You as well.
Interesting individual.
Indeed. Probably wouldn't have come down if I knew they were going to talk so much.
Things for the house because I haven't been able to finish the house yet.
The house looked fun finished to me.
Ah.
There you. Did you hear me calling from the skies over the city?
Nope, I did not hear you.
I've been flapping all around. I wasn't sure if you had already returned to Zarville or not.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Thank you for your patience and compassion in waiting. I had to leave Taka behind. As fast as he may be, he cannot fly over mountains, and I couldn't spare the time. A lot has gone on. I just saw you a bit ago.
Oh my, what happened? I thought you were going to the you were going to an underwater city or something?
Mm-hmm. And we completed that in time enough to spare, and then a great storm hit and seemed to drag us back a bit before all that happened. And like deja vu, we had to do a number of it again.
Oh my.
We were in a rush to do so and hurry our way out. And just as we were about to exit the pathway through the chambers of Dagon, we all went to sleep.
Oh
again.
My goodness.
This time at least I woke up in the chambers of Dagon, and we simply had to vanquish those who were angering the fish. And then went through the doors, went through the magical gates a third time. I didn't see it as a terrible thing. I was able to collect many scales so I can help others.
Oh, that's good.
The scales will allow me to make a potion that is much stronger than the regular words fail.
Yes, the regular aloe potions, as they say. Mm-hmm.
Aloe, yes. Yeah. Oh, there's been so much going on. I'm so... Then, no sooner did we get out, we got word. I needed to speak with the queen of the black market, so we went to see her. I didn't know how to get there, so excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
So Taka took me there, and we went in and had the chance to speak with her. She showed me more about what her kingdom was about. I couldn't really buy anything because it took all of my coin to simply be permitted past the door.
Oh my goodness.
There's a priestess. We don't see much coin come in. Not willing, like many, to do the deeds that others do. We hope for donations, but often we are without coin and without recourse other than to pray and plead, hope, and try to help others so that the generosity is shared. Difficult.
It is a difficult calling, if you will.
So then, I wanted to speak with you more about your time before Zarvel and before the cages, before the orcs. Your entry through the portal and what sort of person you were in the lands prior.
Well, I think I was a good person. What I can remember. The fragments of memory that come to me in kind of like a hazy dream. I wound up in, you called it Mithrandor. When I awoke there, the only memory I have at that moment was water running, people talking in the distance. I couldn't breathe. My eyes were shut. My back was burning. My face, I could taste the iron of blood. I crawled my way to what I thought was the township, and that's where I met a man named Strachilus, who took me to the Mages Guild that they had. And they pretty much saved me. I was at death's door when I arrived there. I don't know who left me for dead. I was told that it would be very difficult for me to regain any of those memories ever. I have searched for the last 2 years, but to no avail. The memories are gone. Apparently, the blow to my head and the amount of time that I laid unconscious, well, caused me to lose those memories permanently. I do get fragments here and there, so, you know, I might get a flash of what I think is my mother's face. I think I remember her saying that my birthday is sometime in the winter. The Snow, I don't think, is a family name. I don't recall it being a family name. And like I said, I lasted at Mithrandor for a while. I survived by instinct. I think that before that, since I'm very comfortable near taverns and port towns, it seems that that is where I lived as an adult. I am able.
Beautiful tavern.
Say that again.
There was a very beautiful tavern when I was leaving Mithrandor. I had visited it many times and made good friends with those, even though they were of strange natures such as imps and vampires. Not mistaken, a winged creature of some sort that I'm not sure if he was a demon or not. A small Viking who had a rabbit for a steed.
A rabbit for a steed.
Yes, a bunny, a very large bunny.
I wonder what he fed it.
Carrots, I suspect. That's what I fed it as well when I saw it.
Okay. Yeah, so I survive by instinct. It's something that I go with my gut feeling, and I analyze the situation and I quickly respond to it to the best of my ability. It's just, again, a gut instinct. I don't know how I know this information. I don't know how I know that it's the right thing to do, but it has kept me alive so far.
Understandable. Some of us have an innate nature. Others have a forgotten past. Clearly, you learned skills for survival before your memory was lost. So, they're in those lands of Mithrandor where you frequented around a tavern. Pardon me, the cadence of my voice sometimes changes when I get close to coffee.
You were saying?
So, what sorts of things did you see in that land? What sort of people did you know? What were your goals while you were there? Was there anyone you cared for?
Oh, I didn't stay around long enough to make real solid friendships. I mostly kept to myself. I did come into town. I think I might have gone to the tavern maybe once or twice. I don't remember. I think I met he wasn't a dwarf, but he was a little man. I can't remember. And I did meet Mina and her mate, Xander, I think was his name.
Yes, I mentioned him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Or the little man. Tell me if any of these names ring a bell. Dreer or Baron. was the other one's name? That is one of the pieces of memory that has slipped my mind. The third one. There was Little Bean, but that was a female dwarf. I cannot remember the wife of Baron. I cannot remember her name. Let me think. Who else was Tiny Man? Well, the one who was riding the bunny, who received the bunny steed as a gift from his clanmates. That one in particular was a short individual, if I recall.
I think the person that I am thinking of, his name escapes me completely. I do believe he said that he didn't have at the time. He was living under trees, so I guess he must have been one of those wood elves or something like that. And I think I offered him a place to stay for free for a few days if he wanted, like more protection. And I think he did stay a day or two, and then he was off. Yeah, I don't have, again, I was just gathering myself at that time. My goal was to try and find a shaman or a doctor or a sorcerer or someone that could help me try and recollect as much as I can, or tell me how long would it take for me to heal. But everyone that I have spoken to have said the same thing, that the damage is permanent and I will only have fragments.
Well, I understand. The memories that I am inquiring are of to be honest, of your character during your time in the lands of Mithrandor. Did you meet a mage named Kankril? He was light blue undead, or sometimes spectrally. He floated about as a specter or a wraith.
I don't recall, no.
The shaman of the lands at the time was Uthal, but he proceeded with us when we left the lands.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, I cannot remember most of the names of the denizens of the tavern, but they were good people. And as mentioned, that the one who was innocent, the woman who had been an innocent woman who was ill-fated due to the choices of the many who preferred their popular enchantress. I can hardly remember her name, but I think it started with S and O. So I cannot recall. But she was rather dear to me, actually. I found her very innocent, despite the possibility that she was a vampire. One can be bitten and not be their fault after all.
True.
Well, anyway, what sort of goals did you have when you were in those lands? What was in your heart and in your mind?
Trying to build a past that I could remember. The only way to do that is to make new friends, new acquaintances, have a job, build a home. And as you go along doing these things, then when you wake up in the morning, that was yesterday, it becomes a past that you remember. that continues to be my goal, is to make sure that I do things proper, just in case that whoever left me for dead is still looking for me. I don't want to bring undue attention to me, so that I can survive, live, and build memories of a life well lived. I guess that's my ultimate goal.
Somewhat noble, but also consumed with the memories of the past. Have you ever considered that maybe forgetting was a blessing?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I've come to terms with the fact that I do not know what happened before the age of 24. It is, as you say, it is a blessing. I don't know who did what. I'm not looking at strangers wondering, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? I walk into taverns comfortable. I don't look to see if there's a shadow hiding in the corner, or who's looking at me weird and gives me the perception of, oh, they're after me. I've let go of all that. I'm just living for now and the memories that now bring to me.
And in your pursuit of those memories, are you sure you wouldn't pay a price too high to regain them?
No, I don't want them back.
Very good. Excellent.
That's an old life. That life no longer exists. The day that I was helped by Stracillus at Mithrandor was the day that I was reborn, and I moved forward from that day.
I very much know and understand the process of rebirth. It happened to me in those lands around the same time. My body died, and I was absorbed into a druid's tree. A tree of souls, as it were. Because those are the lands were kind to me, I was able to find happiness before my passing. And when the tree of souls, well, it is a tree of keeping, to keep souls safe, you see. And when souls are tormented and saddened and feel abandoned and lost, and their last moments are unpleasant, the tree will bring them in, will hold on to them and keep them safe. Well, if that soul is happy, if that soul is sure and determined that there's more to be done, rather than giving in to peace, then it will provide for that soul and give of the energy and the lives it's taken before to promote the growth of another, and a second chance at life. I was reborn that day in a blossom above the tree. My body grew rapidly for 4 days.
It didn't hurt, did it?
Pardon my... While the body was being grown, I was still within the tree. Eventually, my consciousness was moved up through the the branch and supplanted in this body. Still body made of my people. It is entirely me. The tree did quite well to give me a second chance at life through a new body. But unfortunately, I was rapidly grown in that blossom on top of the tree to a state of 16 years of life. And in the 16 years of life, I was simply cradled within the blossom, which means I missed out on the chance as a young kid to do all of my flight training. So at the time when I came out, while I had my wings and I was ever so thankful for them, I could not fly. My body was anew, so the tools that my former self had used were unfamiliar to me. It took me time to regain some sense of self, and furthermore, perhaps as a final gift from my prior self, the emotions and my memories were separated. The emotions were tucked away deep within to be found as I was ready to experience them past adolescence. So I had all the knowledge of my prior self nagging me in the back of my mind to do good, to know the difference between right and wrong, and how to help in situations and why I should. And at first I even rebelled against her interest in blunted weapons. I wanted to cut and slash and escape all the things that bound me to who she was. But I, like her, grew sick and ill thinking of such violent thoughts, especially when considering against sentient individual. So eventually I took up her hammer and as you know, they had a plot to dismember me. So in my weakened state and with the plot afoot, it was time to go, and our shaman, Uthal, came with us. And that was the last I saw of the lands of Mithrandor. Often wonder and worry about the people there, but so many of them had such ill in their heart against me for simply being a force of light in the world of darkness. There's also other complications. There was a tower of demons that rained upon the land. They had plotted and schemed and tried to involve me and others a number of times. They had even told me to stay away from their tower exclusively, to a point where he had a truce. But their overall intent was to harm the people of the land. And the way that they were planning to do it was through a explosive event under a particular elf's house. A glamored demon who was posing as an elf.
Wow.
His housewarming party, everyone was invited to, but you see, they were too busy, circled around my tree, saying good things and goodbye to who I was. In that time, I knew I was doing good. I was sure that the demons would fail in their plan to harm all the people of the lands at once. And it turns out they did. And their Grandmaster plan was thwarted without a single weapon swing. No one showed up to be exploded on the floor of the elf's home. I was very thankful and happy to have been able to partake in thwarting them somewhat single-handedly, because no one else really knew what was going on regarding what the demons were doing. An entire clan of demons. That is why my parish has sent me here, you see. This story and others of my experience with the lands, different pasts I've led, I've been able to help the kingdom a great deal. But I'll be earnest with you, this is the longest I've sat still since I've gotten here.
Well, you're doing very well.
I'm stuck doing so much, though. Well, my ancient history said, I think that shows the color of my character, the light in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And you have shown an understanding for yours as well. So I think I can call you friend.
I don't see why not.
If you continue to live in Zarvel, keep an open mind and eyes. But do be careful, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, at least to some degree, continue to humor them. To follow along as long as you can. Even if it's a little bit dangerous. They've opened to you, and they surely would never open to me. If we can find some way to postpone the slaughter and genocide of the people that are living in the kingdom I protect. I don't even really protect it. I just exist in it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to heal up. My hands are often tied. But
Well,
if I could learn something to help everyone, to pause the slaughter, to give everyone a chance, I would really like to know. You don't have any grand scheme to protect us yet.
Well, again, I've only just arrived here. I've only been there all of 2 days. Of course, they're not going to discuss their plans or things in front of me. I do know that I have been warned that to mind my manners, that's all. They won't do with being disrespected like Cal did to Azroth, though I would never strike anyone. That is crazy. That's madness. But
Disrespect can come in many forms, and I've seen so many that I wish I could reach forward and simply pinch their mouth shut.
It's true. It does come. Go ahead. It's one thing. What?
It's one thing to stand against a force of evil. It's another to taunt and tease it. And so many get flippant and mouthy. The only thing that I think I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
Azroth.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Azroth is a tough name.
No, it's more than just a moment. These
Thumpy, I think that the day's stress is overwhelming, and you might be coming down with a malady, and those headaches I know are very, very taxing. Did you come here by yourself, or did you come with someone?
I came with someone, but I unfortunately, and much to my heart's dismay, I had to leave them behind to get here as quickly as possible, considering how terribly late we were.
Okay, but do you think he's still going to come here after you?
No, I am quite certain at this point he had to return home. He had a timed event as well to it. So, what I was going to say was that as Roth and I do have something in common. A great deal of interest in respect. It is probably the only trait we share.
Okay. I think that's something to build upon. Why don't we do this? Because it is why we have days called tomorrow. Let's meet up again, either tomorrow or the next day. I guess you can send me a note to the keep. I don't have a mailbox, but I'm sure they have a general mailbox or something where a bird can come and bring me a note. Or we can meet here in 2 days' time and again here in Tellith and at around 7 o'clock and continue the conversation, and then I could see what I can learn about what's going on there, and then we can come back and see if we can try and figure out a way out of this, a way forward.
The latter is your wisest choice. You see, if he is a military commander, he will be very much aware of birds sent from his box or laying in wait to be received. I don't normally give my good birds away, but I can leave you with something. Are you familiar with how to use the bird cages?
Yes. Do you think it'll survive the heat?
Maybe you can tuck it away somewhere safe.
Okay.
I certainly wouldn't leave it visible in your room. I know it's in here somewhere. Just a moment. My pack is entirely full. If I endeavor to pick anything else up, I will have to put something else down. Just a moment. It's a very big pack. Very magical to hold all this stuff.
I would imagine so.
How am I missing it? Oh, this. It's not on my belt, is it? Is this migraine messing with? Alright, I've gone over everything piece by piece. Just a moment. No, my sparrow is not in my pocket.
Okay, that's fine. We'll either way, What I will do is I will, since they're not keeping track of me.
At very least, I can give the cage. Azroth may seem brutish and a thug that is picking fight, but he keeps in his company many individuals that are quite intelligent. I suggest you take the utmost care to be entirely secretive about sending me birds. If they know you and I are speaking with each other, well, it won't go well for you, and I'm sure they might even use it to undermine me.
Understood.
All I want is a stay of execution. Some more time to just live in the lands, to try to help others live, even if I don't want to even think about having to serve Azeroth, but it seems with the strength of his forces, it's either that or death.
Well, the way he described punishment to Cal, being torn limb from limb is, yeah, not a thing that I would wish on anyone. So, yeah, it's enough to believe that he would do something like that, and I'd rather just be. That's all I can say. It's just be. Thumpy, let's get you to the portal.
All right. I have some seeds for you that will help you lure a bird there. You'll still need an egg and a seed of your bird of choice.
Okay.
Or just drop them on the ground rather than try to find them in that pack. There's more than 10 there, so doesn't need to be my snack. It can be the snack of some other.
It's quite all right. Let's go.
It's easing off a bit now. Let's see. I think this direction was, if my bearings are correct, they are indeed. I just have to go around the building. This is an island, isn't it?
Yes, it's an island. Well, I usually just go out the same gate I come in.
Why, is there another one here?
Yeah.
I flew over the castle.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, whoop, that's not there. Okay. Let me show you which way I go. This way.
That is the right direction, though. At least by
Yeah,
heading.
this way.
I think their portcullis is upside down.
Let's. I guess you can put in file a complaint with the commission in Tellith Island, letting them know that something that was seen cannot be unseen and it needs to be fixed.
I shall consider such. This way
Should
still.
be up this
Around the
way,
map.
yes, in the round. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to skip up over the mountain here.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, darn. All right, here we go. So confusing, that little section there.
Shadow in the mist. I can see you, exile.
We arrived at the same time. My pockets are just a bit heavy. I was attacked by a very large boar.
Oh, wow. All right. I will
quite a
see
bit.
you. Hmm?
It provided quite a bit of meat.
I imagine I've seen that big piggy quite a few times. Rather, when they come in from the fields. They're a very robust pack.
Yeah. I'm completely bogged. I can barely move. Okay, that's a little better. I'm almost there. Hang on. No, that's not light enough. Brick we need. So many things I collect I have to bring home. There.
Sometimes
There.
you just
Now I
have to
can move.
divide it.
Yeah.
All right, then. Get home safe. I will speak to you soon. And if I don't get you a note in the next day or two, then hopefully I'll run into you around the towns.
We do have an appointment 2 days from now.
Yes.
At 7 o'clock.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will be there. And I will wait. Thank you. All right, on your way.
Okay.
I go this way. Mm-hmm. You got it?
Yes. All right. Bye now.
Bye. Where am I going? And we'll be home before dark. need to carry water with me. I am like dying. Oh my god. One of you attacked me the other day, so. See? Better not come up here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you all a good night.